Education. Professor Zulum in October 2019 presided over the inauguration of the first members of Borno State University's Senate. The historic ceremony held at the university's campus in Maiduguri. Also in October 2019, Zulum launched a compulsory education for all girl child project in Maiduguri. In the same month, the governor equally approved and released 1 million naira each as subsidy to 26 citizens of Borno State undertaking different degree programs at the University of Medina in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. On security, Professor Zulum in October accelerated the recruitment and equipping of hundreds of volunteers from local hunters, vigilantes and the civilian JTF as part of his aggressive and multidimensional approach in the fight against Boko Haram. In same October, the governor received and interacted with the Senate Committee on Army in Maiduguri. On governance, Professor Zulum in October hosted his cabinet's first retreat in Damasak. Damasak is a former stronghold of Boko Haram in the fringes of the Lake Chad in northern Borno. The governor explained at the retreat that the wisdom of dragging commissioners and other top government officials to Damasak was to bring them faced with realities on ground and to remind them of the serious task ahead of them. Also in October, the governor appointed and presided over the swearing-in of 14 permanent secretaries to galvanize government machinery. In the same October, Zulum paid unscheduled visits to different establishments of government. The visits aimed to improve public service delivery. In the same October, Governor Zulum undertook needs assessment tour of wards in Maiduguri metropolis. He interacted with citizens and directed the execution of multi-sectoral projects to address peculiar needs of wards. In October 2019, Professor Zulum directed the construction of a befitting teaching hospital to pave way for the commencement of courses in medicine at the recently established Borno State University. He undertook impromptu visits to hospitals at odd hours in order to spot problems in healthcare service delivery. On humanitarian affairs, Governor Zulum in October supervised the distribution of food and non-food items to 30,000 internally displaced households with at least 180,000 family members. The distributions took place in Damasak and Dikwa. IDPs from Mukbar, Marte, Mafa, Kalabarge, Ngala and Dikwa local government areas of Borno State were beneficiaries. Also in October 2019, Governor Zulum hosted in Maiduguri a joint meeting of the UN Under Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs, Nigeria's Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, and the UN Coordinator for Humanitarian Affairs in Nigeria. The meeting centered on addressing critical issues of strengthening humanitarian activities in Borno. Towards restoration in communities destroyed by insurgents, Governor Zulum in October visited the Islamic Development Bank in Jeddah. He undertook visits to offices of the Northeast Development Commission, the Development Bank of Nigeria, the Transmission Company of Nigeria, Federal Ministries of Power, Works, Housing, and Country Office of the United Nations Development Programme. Still in October, Professor Zulum was in Lagos for a crucial meeting with Africa's richest man and philanthropist, Alhaji Aliko Dangote. All the visits, done at separate times, aimed to fast-track the full restoration of livelihoods and construction of communities destroyed by insurgents. On social sanitization, Professor Zulum in October 2019 inspected and ordered the demolition of illegal brothels with a view to getting rid of spots which served as used avenues for criminal acts in Maiduguri. Report by Loretta Omoruyi.